probably like a week to 10 days or so for the jello kind of like cooling down, and it basically blend way better and they become more liquid like. So you can pour them into the bottles and start using them, but it might take like a few days for them to kind of become liquid. But if you don't like to wait, you can start using the cream base instead, or you can modify whatever you have at home and adding a few ingredients, which I will tell you in a little bit. On the screen, you will see what kind of ingredients you can add to it. Um, if if you are using salicylic acid, use less than 5%. If you use the glycolic acid, you can go with 5%. And lactic acid, you can go up to 7 to 8%. But if you are using, you can add other stuff such as tea tree oil or lemongrass oil and things like that into your formula, especially cream. It will blend way better with if you're adding all those things in there. And also you can add green tea or turmeric into your formula as well. It will definitely help to calm down your inflammation. This, I'm gonna put it tear here. It means it just cleared out to 0. It's not counting this. So we're gonna count 24 grams of hyaluronic acid. Okay, 24 grams of hyaluronic acid, and then 4 grams. So I'm going to add tear again, 4 grams. 1, 4 grams of glycolic acid. Now I want to add a little bit of lemongrass in there because it smells good and I like lemongrass. And it's pretty good for your for acne. So I'm going to use a little bit of lemongrass. Just a few drops, not going to hurt it. About 15 drops or so, it's not that bad. Okay, now we're going to mix it up. Use this. See how gooey it gets? Because of glycolic acid. Well, it will kind of blend them in later. It's gonna be back to normal pretty soon. Wow, look at this. So in a day or two, it's gonna come back to be more liquidy. Right now, it looks like gelatin, isn't it? All right, it's fun to play. Isn't it cool? Look like Jello that you can eat, but don't eat it. Okay, so when you use hyaluronic acid, they tend to be jelly for a week or two before they become more watery and easier to apply. So if you're using a cream base, it's much easier for you. You can use it anytime using the same formula as I showed you before. So you can definitely do a cream base and adding, you can add turmeric, or you can add green tea powder into it, and or tea tree oil. It will definitely gonna calm your face down.
So this guy is pretty jelly, and I want them to fit inside this thing. So it's gonna be hard for them to go inside there, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is the boiling water. I'm gonna pour boiling water in there. And then I'm gonna put this guy, let it float in there. All right, I've let it soaked and it's melting out right there. See how melting it gets? I'm gonna pour them in here. See, it's easier. Or what you can do too, the quickest way, you can also, after you mix it, you put them in the microwave for like 10 seconds and get it melt out.
If you like what you have at home and currently use what you have, and you would like to modify it, then go ahead and modify. You will save lots of money. But if you want to checking out different products to see what is out there and it might be better for you, then you might want to go shopping with me on Amazon. So I'm going to go checking out some of the products on Amazon, and I will give you my opinions and see how you feel about it, how I feel about it, and what kind of products that is good for you and which one to avoid. So I'm gonna take you to shopping.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is, we're looking for acne cream, right? We're going to do the search on acne cream on Amazon. And we're going to look at the most popular one. This is washing. So let's go with Neutrogena. Daily serum. Okay. They said this one has 10% glycolic acid, mandelic acid, and polyhydroxy acid. Okay. It's a strong, okay, let me see, what's the ingredients? Active ingredients. 0.05% of salicylic acid. Okay, inactive. The first ingredients is water, which majority of them have that. It's like 70% of products contains water. Is water, basically. And propylene glycol, I don't care about this thing as much. It used to basically to not to stabilize the product so it doesn't get freezing and changing the properties when the weather changes. Basically just for stabilize the temperature, but it doesn't do anything for your skin. Glycolic acid, which is good for your skin, so that's salicylic acid here and glycolic acid are the two things that actually help with acne. And mandelic acid, which is 3 things that help with acne. Dimetricone, not really. This one actually is help to make it look smooth and feel smooth on your skin, but it's actually a silicone base. You do not need silicone on your face. Sodium hydroxide, okay, not bad. Okay, some of these stuff basically just fillers. There's another dimetricone, great. There's 2 of them. So this product is just okay. There's 3 different acids in here that will help to minimizing the acne. But the other stuff, like dimetricone, I didn't care about that. It's actually could cause breaking out sometimes because it's actually clogging your pores and things like that. Contradicting what they use, but actually this is not bad ingredients. However, the way you can modify the products is way better than all of these stuff. So let's take a look at cystic spot treatment and see what happened. Natural active ingredients, 3% sulfur, 3% sulfur. Okay, well, this one is sulfur. Betonic clay, okay, that's help to healing. A grapefruit seed is good. Lemon oil, good. Witch hazel is good. Aloe vera is good. Peppermint, spearmint, and tea tree. So far, the ingredients they show here is good. But I am not sure about anything else. But their salicylic acid is better. I like that better than sulfur. But this is what it contains in this product. But I don't know what's in here. Because since they don't list it, they just list a few that is actually natural so far. Let me read. Oh, CeraVe. Okay. Okay, let's read the ingredients. Okay, do not see. Oh, there's ingredients. Active ingredients. Salicylic acid, 2%. Okay, that's good. Water, glycerin, sodium hydroxide, glycolic acid, and lactic acid. That's what we mentioned in here. That should help. Niacinamide here, that's what it contains inside of our kombucha, the toners, and in the mask, toners, and we mixed that inside a mask, so niacinamide have helped to control acne too as well. Ceramide, carbomer, alcohol. This is not alcohol, by the way. It's just thickeners. Also, this guy is also thickeners. So this is hyaluronic acid here. This is also thickener. This is preservatives right here. Preservatives. So far, this ingredient seems to be the best so far. It has a lot of good ingredients in here and not much of the junk like other stuff. So far, this one is a gentle one. I'm going to go with one more product, and we're going to find something. Did we look at Neutrogena? We did. Let's take a look at Clean and Clear. See what they have here. Ingredients. 0.5% of salicylic acid. Water, okay. Glycerin. Okay, there's dimetricone here. We do not like. Sometimes with people having oil problem and things like that, if you put dimetricone in there, it can increases acne problem. There is another one you want to avoid is fragrance. Didn't care for fragrance. They can they might not be good for your skin. A lot of fragrance are not. Okay. Most of these are fillers and things like that. So but so far nothing really seems to be standing out to be like bad for your skin. But they have dimetricone, which I don't like. But any other stuff here, and fragrance. Those are the two that you might want to avoid. So let's not go for that.
So if you're going to use a chemical peel, making sure that you exfoliate your skin first, a day or two. If you've never done any exfoliation for your skin, the chemical peel light might not penetrate into your skin that well. However, it might penetrate into your skin better the second time or the third time around, because the first time it might say you might not seeing that much of skin shedding, but it will basically soften up the top layer. And then coming back the next week, do the same thing again, do it like 2 or 3 times, then it will definitely getting deeper and deeper as you go. So that's how I see if you're gonna do that. But on the pustule and papule and nodules, the one that is underneath the skin, sometimes what you using the chemical peel, your skin might look like you're breaking out way worse, because those stuff is underneath your skin. So what it does is just basically it basically remove the top layer, and then the underneath of the skin still has all those inflammation and that causes all these bacteria from underneath that is not able to treat from the light chemical peels. So what you do is I know that it's going to look like worse when you're breaking out. Don't stop using them, because it's actually need to get out. The breaking out it's basically it's just all the stuff from the underneath of the skin coming out to the surface. So continue using them until they're actually a few times. It's definitely going to clear it out, because and also the underneath of the skin and the bacteria and all that stuff, you really need to start eating stuff like turmeric and garlic. Those kind of stuff is actually help to control inflammation. So that was basically inflammation from underneath the skin. So I will have that in the video further or beforehand to suggest what you can eat to help to calming down inflammation. That's what you will need to calming down your acne, the one that you see underneath your surface of your skin. Those are harder to treat than the one that blackheads and whiteheads. So that is one of the other service that you can definitely looking into. And if you need to understanding more about chemical peel, you can definitely look into my video on everything you need to know about chemical peels. That will explain way more in depth than what I say to you today. So there is another videos just on that, touch base on just on chemical peels. This is the kombucha that I use, berries kombucha. So they have tons of antioxidants in it, tons of vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, B5, and B12, and vitamin C, tons of stuff from the berries that you can definitely benefit for your skin. It's actually really great for anti-aging and stuff like that. But also the acidity of this kombucha is actually going to help to control the bacteria on your face. So we're going to be distilling this thing today to making face mask and face toner, okay? Kombucha drink has become pretty popular the last few years. You can start seeing them all over. The major grocery store should carry that, and it's under energy drinks because they do have tons of vitamin B, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B12. And B12 is the one that gives you the most energy. That's what it's under energy drinks. You can start incorporate some of these drinks into your diet. It should help you with digestions and good bacteria for your guts. So it's something that you might want to incorporate that in. Also, please don't drink too much or don't drink too late, because sometimes drinking late you might having trouble going to sleep like me. Apple cider vinegar is just an option in case if you don't have a kombucha and you just want to use apple cider. Apple cider is totally fine. It's really good for your skin. The one that I have right now is the one I made, and it has the mother in there. You see the thing that floating on the top is a mother, and it's actually just helped to keep things more acidic faster, to speeding up the process. If you're going to use the apple cider, which is only optional, you can use just kombucha by itself. So buy the cheap one on the very left, the distilled vinegar. Don't buy the vinegar with the mother, because we're going to boil it down and distill it anyway. So it's just going to be wasteful. So open this up and I'll have, this is the ginger tea that I could use. And I can use coffee too as well. Coffee is also makes it really, make the face mask smell good, and it's also good for your skin. Okay, I'm going shopping in my own place. So I got some ginger here. And there's turmeric right here. Definitely getting turmeric. Ground cinnamon. And ground ginger. Okay, this is all we got. We got oatmeal, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, and Folgers. I don't need Folgers, and coffee. This one is only when we add them into the face mask, but if we're making face mask powder, we don't need this guy right now. So these are a few ingredients that you will need to make the powder version. The oil, this is what you're gonna need: sweet almond oil, liquid coconut oil, jojoba oil, and hemp oil, and tea tree oil. This is what you need. This is what you need for thickener. If you want to make it thicker, it's up to you. This is xanthan gum. You can actually buy it at the local grocery stores. They should have it. First step you need to do is we're going to kill off the probiotics supposedly in kombucha and apple cider vinegar. So you can boil up, bring it up to the boiling point, and let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes to kill off the bacteria. If you want to add berries into this formula, what you need to do is you can crushing out the berries now and put them into the pot and let it boil the same time, and then we'll strain it out at the end. So crush it out, or you can put them in a blender. This boiling methods actually is it's easier, but sometimes I think that the other method is better. By pressure cook is way better than this boiling method. However, if you don't have the pressure cooker, You might want to cook this for about 25 to 30 minutes and just bring it up to the boiling point, then lower down the heat to halfway, and then put the lid on and cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then later on, you have to dilute it out to the higher pH, because right now, the more that you boil, the more concentrated it gets, and the pH getting lower, very acidic. So you have to change the pH later by diluting out with distilled water. The first method is I'm going to strain it out, and then after that I'm going to have to adjust the pH, because when you're boiling down so much, you're going to lose a lot of water, and the kombucha does get pretty concentrated, and the acidic level is actually lower than what you need for your toner. Your toners need to be about 4.5 to 5.5. So this one is way more acidic than what you need. So that's why the next thing I'm going to show you is how to adjust your toner. This is the pH strip that you can buy on Amazon. So you can just order the pH strip. It will, and then dip them into the toner and test it out to see what is the pH level. It will tell you what level they are on. So you can see if it's lower than 4 to 5, then you need to dilute it out with water. So I will show you the next section how to do that. This method might take a minute, depends on how you want to dilute this out, but you do use distilled water only. Do not use the tap water, because you might introducing some bacteria back into the batch. The cleaner you have it, the longer it will last. So just keep adding water until it reaches 4.5 to 5. The Instapot method is better for me. I really like that, and I actually adjusted to about 25-30 minutes or so, and you don't lose any water doing this method. I like this method way better than the other one. So I use a coffee filter to filter all the impurities out. I cannot find a funnel. It's ridiculous. I have to go upstairs to get a funnel, and I'm really lazy. About a teaspoon. And then you have half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half or
Okay, so this is what we accomplished today. Making toner and a dry powder and mixed oil and then a facial mask. Hi guys, today we are accomplishing a lot of things. Well, from watching these videos, I hope that you can get some insight about what kind of things that are helping you with your skin, but we will be continuing on with our last section will be more of the diet part. So, but right now we are making toners and mixed oil. This oil would be good for just using for moisturizing is good too. So you, instead of using other products, you just can use a straight up oil, or you can use a carrier oil like the something like coconut oil. You can definitely use coconut oil and then drop some of these oil in there to use it too. So whatever is easier for you. I'm using this to mixing into my mask, so it helps with controlling acne and adding moisture into your skin. But a lot of things in this mask has tons of stuff that help with acne and control inflammation. So, and this is the powder version. So when you have the powder part right here, all you need to do is just mix the powder into the kombucha and add a few drops of oil in there. You should be good. And it's just, this thing will last you for a very long time. That's why I just don't just showing you how to make it right away. And every time you want to make it, you're gonna have to pull out tons of other herbs and other stuff to make masks. So might as well as just pre-mix it so you'll have it whenever you need it. And then kombucha. This one is a refill version of this guy. So this one will just fill it up. You just fill it up whenever you're out. It's perfectly great, and it has a lot of vitamins in there. And that's why I start using kombucha instead, because it contains a lot of things in there, especially B3, niacinamide, and also a B5. Pantene Pro V has B5, and a lot of products has B5 in it. Niacinamide helps with lightening skin and also helps with control breaking out too. So there's also the pH is low on this one. It should help to bring down the pH on your face and controlling bacteria growth on your face. So I would say that just remember, if you want to preserve this longer, what you can do is if you can learn how to canning it, you definitely should can half of it, and whatever half that you're not canning, you still need to be able to put them into the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is way better than cooking on the stove because you don't lose as much liquid. So with the cooking on the stove, I literally have to add so much water in there just so I can bring back the pH to a little bit higher, because the pH has, once you concentrate it down, the acidity is actually very concentrate. It goes down to about 2 in pH or so, and then I have to bring it up to 4, so diluting out quite a bit. So I would say it would be good to use it in a pressure cooker, and also the temperature in there is pretty intense. It's able to help to control the bacteria growth way better. So pressure cooker is my preference. And if the mask here, if you decided you want it to last a little longer, you can do the canning version, or you can just put them in the pressure cooker and add water in there, put them in the pressure cooker and cook it for about 30 minutes. It actually going to help to preserving this mask to last longer. However, if you're gonna just make a little bit, just enough, just to use for a short term for like a week or two, you don't need it. It should be able to last you for a week or two easily. All right, and I hope that I can help you with understanding more about products. And there is the most important thing is the diet part. The diet is internal, is the most important thing that you need to start to changing. If you want a solution to it, none of this product is going to help you in the long run. What you need to do is working on eating healthy and eating more plant-based and more alkaline-based product. Again, plant are mostly from neutral to alkaline majority of the time. So if you were eating those kind of stuff, it should help you to contain your acne problem and controlling the inflammation. Most of the acne problem are inflammation in the first place. So if you can control it, you never have problem with breaking out. Because I have a problem with acne every time I'm eating bad food. So anytime that I start eating it, like fried food for a few days, I'm start having acne. So I know which products, which stuff to avoid, especially when it comes to food. So I can spare it sometimes. I can have a little fun sometimes, but I got to go back to being healthy. That's the only way to keep your skin clear and beautiful. So keep reading and keep doing research, and also you need to start finding out what works for your body and how your body respond to food. Every time you eating certain things, is your body start to breaking? Is your nose start to clogged? Is your skin start to breaking out? Those are the things that the signs are telling you that maybe you need to get back to being good again, being healthy and eating more vegetable and stop eating the junk. So that is just how I see on acne, but I hope that I can able to get you to starting to understanding about acne and what it causes, so that way in the future, if you having any issues, you can know how to what to do to controlling the problem in the first place. So preventative is the most important thing. So the next journey will be cooking. So I'm going to show you how to cook just simple things that if you would just add this one particular meal into your diet every week, just maybe eat it a few times a week, it should able to help you quite a bit. So just starting little baby step at a time, but I will make it easy and less painful as possible. So I will see you in a little bit.
Guys, this is only solving 20% of your problem. Now let's get to the core of the problem, is a diet. And I have a recipe that only take you 5 minutes to do. So hang on, I will show you what's next. Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make really easy soup that can take you literally 5 minutes to put together. So we bought this frozen, but it has like about probably about 8 to 9 different types of veggies in here. And then I want to add chickpeas into it and brown rice. The brown rice I cooked right here. I still have a lot, so I'm just gonna put them in there too. And then I'm gonna put 1 piece of tuna in it. So it adds a little bit flavor, but you don't have to. If you're vegetarian, you can skip this, but I like to eat fish. So a little bit of this, 1 piece. And then I'm gonna add sweet potatoes and more onions into it, and I'll show you how I'm gonna make it. The vegetables, of course, they have tons of vitamins and minerals and a whole bunch of things that actually helps to preventing cancer and calming down inflammation. And overall, vegetable are an amazing thing for your body. And the other category, unrefined carbohydrates, helps to have tons of fiber in your body and also keep you full. And beans have tons of proteins and healthy stuff too. Sweet potatoes too as well. And the spices actually helps to calming down inflammation, like garlic and turmeric are the best thing for that. And flaxseed helps to low blood pressure and and cholesterol, but overall is super healthy to eat garlic, turmeric, and flaxseed on a regular basis. Um, and everything in here is pretty healthy except salt. Tuna is halfway healthy. Uh, but again, if you want more protein, tuna have tons of protein and low fat. So those are the things that I add in, but you can substitute tuna with chicken breast or maybe something else. But if you can't handle pure vegetable, then you can starting out that way. It still be much better than a lot of other things that you eat. So I hope that you can incorporate some of these recipe into your diet. I'm adding the additional vegetable just because certain things I like. It's not enough in the 1 pound bag, so I'm just adding additional stuff that I like into it. However, you can just use the 1 pound bag and pour them in. It's not a there is no particular formula for this. I'm just adding things that I like in there. So the more variety the vegetables, the better it is for your health. So just starting to doing that will be a great first step for you to able to taking care of your inflammation problem, because the spices we have in here are actually helping to clearing out your face. So just pay attention about that. Especially garlic and turmeric are the biggest spice that help to preventing inflammation, and the vegetable itself is actually very good for healing as well. Okay, so I'm going to put the soup inside of it. Lock it up, pressure cook, 30 minutes. That's it. This soup only takes about 30 minutes in Instapot to cook, and it takes about 5 minutes or less to prepare. It's very fast, so if you don't want to add additional or cut anything else, you just pour whatever you want to pour in there and get it done in 30 minutes.